I got to see The Monkey early. Let's talk about it.
Oh, fuck.
Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Before I get into this review, make sure to leave a like as it's free to do so, but I will say this to start it off. The Monkey is for the true sickos of the world, and I'm included in that. So yeah, this movie felt like a fever dream to me, and it's easily the best movie I have seen this year, which isn't, I guess, necessarily that hard since the only good movies we've had this year, only great movies, I guess, would be Companion and Better Man for me, but I think this one beats them all by a mile, and I don't see it beaten for some time. Like, I'm seeing Captain America tomorrow. I don't think Captain America is going to beat that. I have pretty low expectations for that movie, but I think it probably won't be till like Mickey 17 or Sinners to beat that. And what's funny about those movies is that those also feature twins, and this movie is a movie which features twins. Like, what is with all the twin movies this year? We got this one, we got Mickey 17, we got Sinners, and we also have Alto Knights. I'm like, whoa, we're overdoing the twin thing. By the time I'm done with Sinners, I'll be like, no more twins for me. This is getting ridiculous. And I'm actually mad I saw this a week early because I wish I could go see it again tomorrow, but I can't. But I have to also say that Neon, which is the production company behind this movie, has just been on a roll the last 2 years. They've had a lot of really great movies that I've loved, including Anora, which might be a Best Picture winner. They might have a Best Picture winner on their hands soon. But I really just want to say that their marketing has been genius so far. The trailers for this movie showed little, but really got you ready for what you're going to see in this. And I love the line that they kept selling in the trailers, which was, "The monkey that likes killing our family is back." And I'm like, how can that not reel you in, man? That got me so hyped to see it. This was directed by Osgood Perkins, who also did the very successful Longlegs from last year, which was also marketed insanely well. And I'll say, after seeing that and then this, The Monkey, his movies are definitely an acquired taste. They will not work for everyone. I know a lot of people that really didn't like Longlegs because it just wasn't for them. But a lot of people, I think, went into Longlegs with the wrong expectations. Like, they saw the marketing tools saying it's the scariest movie they've ever seen. Like, those are just quotes of different people's opinions. Do not read into that. Do not go in expecting someone else's experience. I hate when people go into movies with such, outlandish expectations. So yeah, do not go into this movie expecting, oh, the scariest movie of all time. Just go into it, fresh. Just be like, oh, it's a horror comedy. That sounds kind of interesting. That's all you need to know going into that. But yeah, I still think Osgood Perkins movies are an acquired taste, but for me, I love him, and I love his style and how messed up he is. Like, I really wonder how his childhood went, because I think there's kind of some things in this movie and Longlegs which he's maybe trying to tell us that his childhood was just the most effed up things imaginable happened to him. I don't know. I'd really be interested to see him write a book about his childhood, but I hope he keeps making movies like this because he's getting his trauma out, man. It's therapy for him, and it's enjoyment for myself. And The Monkey is another Stephen King adaptation, as he wrote this as a short story, and I actually did read the short story, and this is totally different. So if you read the short story, also don't go in expecting anything really like that. It has some of the same characters, all that has the monkey kills, but Osgood really decided to take this story and truly make it his own. And I think he did a great job and made it another Stephen King classic adaptation. What's funny about this movie is that I said it's a horror comedy, and I can't remember the last time I saw one of those that I actually really liked, but this was actually really, really funny, and not just like chuckle, like, ha ha, oh, that's a funny joke funny. But there are some serious moments here where I just couldn't stop laughing. I was like, oh my goodness, what is going on? This is hilarious. And like, it's not even like, I mean, some of them are jokes, but it's just like, I think it's just the outlandish kind of what Osgood is really going for here. And he's hitting you with like the most messed up and sadistic kills that you'll ever see on screen. And I think that's pretty much the most part. And I've seen some people compare this movie to like Final Destination. I know some people really have a fun time with those movies, laugh a lot of them because how, far out some of those kills are. So I think, that might not be too far off of a comparison. And the monkey just hits his little drum. He keeps going, he hits it. He has his hand up in the air and he thinks who he wants to kill. And then he ends up taking people out in the oddest but most entertaining ways possible. In my head, I kept saying, oh wow, that's my favorite kill of the film. That is a very interesting kill. and then something more ridiculous would happen, and I'm like, that's my new favorite kill. And I can't even tell you my favorite now because I love them all too much. And the first kill of this movie, I was like, something happens. I'm not gonna really say what, but then another one person dies, and I'm like, oh, that's not too bad. That's not a lot of gore. And then something big happens after that. I'm like, what did I get myself into? But I will say, the kills were insane, and I cannot wait to go see this again with some more of my friends just to watch their reactions to it. Let's talk about our cast here. We're going to talk about my main standouts. There's not a lot of people in this. Theo James is the main person in this movie. He plays the twins Hal and Bill, and they are some messed up siblings, man. I'm not going to get too much into what happens with them. I will say a little bit of negative on that. I wish that a little bit more was explored between them, especially as children. I think we kind of move on from the children aspect a little too fast there. I do think Theo James is great, though. We haven't seen him in a major movie like this in quite some time. He's been busy doing TV like The Gentleman, which I haven't seen. I heard it's good. The White Lotus. I think he's really great here. He plays these twins really well, and they're both very different in some very interesting ways. Tatiana Maslany plays the mom of these twins, and I kind of laughed at that because I wouldn't think Tatiana Maslany is really that old to really be a mom in a movie, but I guess maybe she's getting up there. But I think she's also pretty good here, and Adam Scott has a small role. When I saw him on screen, it was a surprise because I didn't know he was in it, but he has a funny little moment in the film. That's all I'll say, but the cast is very small, but they're really great. One thing that I think is a negative for me in the movie would be the pacing. It moves really fast. It's only an hour and 35 minutes, which to some, it's not a bad thing that it would move that fast. But I think if it added maybe 15 to 20 more minutes, then there could have been more of an emotional attachment to some of these characters, especially Hal and Bill. Like I said, I wish we really explored their childhood a little bit more, because there is like a, there is kind of like a brother kind of bully the other brother kind of moment in their film. And I really think that they kind of need to delve into that a little bit more, because I wanted to go in these certain places, then they make you want to care about some other characters a little bit more. And it's hard to do that when you just don't have a lot of emotional attachment to the main character. So yeah, I wish it added a little bit more time, but some people really like the fast pace. Overall, The Monkey is easily the best movie of the year, and I don't see it being beaten for some time. Osgood has made another winner for me, as this one is truly for the sickos that enjoy a bloody mess on screen as the kills just keep going and going. And I was just really impressed there's so many ways to kill a person on screen. And even though I spent most of my time watching this saying, holy shit, I also was laughing a lot because it's genuinely funny. And while the pacing has its issues, I feel like this will be a really rewatchable film for me. I'm going to give The Monkey a strong 8.5 out of 10. If you did end up seeing The Monkey, leave your thoughts down below in the comments. If you did enjoy this review though, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.